All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that we will, and salutations to the brothers and sisters doing the truth and sincerity. Now, this is something that happened in Milwaukee on the 4th of July. We know that on the 4th of July, a lot of judgment happens. Well, not even on the 4th of July, but during a lot of these holidays, it's been happening. Been coming up, a lot of judgment has been happening because the Lord don't deal with the holidays. So this is something that happened on the 4th of July in Milwaukee.
And that is our big story tonight at 9, fighting the flames. An investigation is underway tonight into how a Milwaukee County bus caught fire, sending its passengers running to safety.
Suzanne Spencer live near 76th and Layton. And Suzanne, I know they're still trying to determine what sparked this.
Yeah, investigators still have a lot of questions about how this all began, but you can actually see some of the burn marks here on the pavement at 76th and Layton that really caught the attention of anyone passing by today.
Oh, it was so intense.
The flames stopped Kathleen Praw at 76th and Layton.
Real wide orange flame, just really high. It was really startling.
Get off the bus! It wasn't just her pulling over as this woman's husband rushed to help people get off that MCTS bus.
Everybody was like, where do I go? Because it's so hectic at this intersection.
Eric Young driving with a pretty clear shot of those flames.
The flames were so high and the firemen worked really quickly. They were able to get down and get the hoses out and make the fire out.
The bus pulled over about 4:20 on Thursday as emergency crews arrived quickly after.
It's incredibly rare for something like this to happen.
It's hard to see as at least 8 passengers got out quickly and the driver, who saw that smoke in his side mirror.
He noticed some smoke starting to come, so he did the right thing and immediately pulled over right behind us, and he had his passengers get off board with him.
No one was injured, but the flames leaving quite a bit of damage at the rear of the bus.
I felt better, way better. I was worried, and I thought it's a good thing the bus didn't explode.
The flames were really concentrated in the back of the bus that had the most visible damage that you can still see left quite a mark on the roadway here. A spokesman telling us tonight they will likely be looking into whether that engine or something else played a role in sparking all of this. Reporting live at 76th and Layton tonight, Suzanne Spencer, Fox 6 News.
Glad no one was hurt, Suzanne. Thank you. More breaking.
All right, yeah, no, that's the that spirit of spirit of fire that the Lord put on that bus, because we've been in Milwaukee.
Are vegans healthy?
Cursing them out, so to speak, on prophecy, and that's not the only event that happened, but the Lord had chariots come up over Milwaukee earlier this year or sometime last year, and I think it was a couple chariots, and if you've been watching, you would know that usually those are signs for when stuff starts to get worse in a specific city, because it happened over Jerusalem, and they whole battle turned up times 100, damn near shit, and that's prophecy. That's the prophecy in Revelations, But yeah, man. I can't think of the specific scripture and get it out. But yeah. Milwaukee's being judged. Shit, you had a bus run into a church. The Lord, and that was on like 12th Street, and we are on 3rd Street. It was right up the street. The Lord not dealing with Jake them and they witchcraft or they idol worshiping, them doing whatever they want to do, while he has his men out there trying to proclaim the truth, but only the elect gonna hear it. So the rest of Israel is getting judged, and there's been a lot of judgments in Milwaukee since I've been out here, from people getting shot, and we'll be around the same vicinity, not too far away from the shots, or just high-speed chases on the highway from the police and stuff, and the police officers getting killed. So there's been a lot of judgments been happening, but these judgments are only happening because it's the end of this society, one, Two, the prophets are were sent here to proclaim the downfall of Satan. It's because because we're here. You know. Let me get the scripture real quick. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, last, as we're appointed to death. Right, so sent forth, apostle means to be sent forth, man. It sent the apostles and the elders out, and they woke up men, and their elders woke them up at the last days. We're in the time of the last days, as if it were appointed to death. So if we had to die for this, we're going to have to die for this, man. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Right, so everybody think this is funny. Think this is, a show type, So they getting judged for it, man. A spectacle means they gaze and stop. People laugh and mock at us and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and read into this next clip, and then I'm going to bring up some more scriptures. This is 15 people shot, one fatally. And just ABC News, Slovakia. 15 people shot, one fatally in Chicago on July 4th. Yeah, I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to read into it. Slovakia. Oh, here we go. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read it. It says, at least one person was killed and 14 others were wounded on Independence Day due to gun violence in Chicago, Illinois. In Humboldt Park, a 32-year-old man was killed when he was shot while standing near the intersection of Holman and Iowa around 11:30 a.m. According to the Chicago Police Department, a 31-year-old man, a 23-year-old man, and a 17-year-old boy also were wounded in the shooting. Thousands of people gathered at Chicago's Navy Pier to celebrate and watch the 4th of July fireworks, July 4th, 2019. Chicago Police Department spokesperson Anthony Goglai, how do you say his name? That officers attempted to chase a white sedan but lost sight of the car. Wow. 3 people were also stabbed and 16 people were trampled following 4th of July fireworks on Chicago's Navy Pier. Right, so it's ultimately the Lord. The Lord say, "I kill, I make it alive, I heal, I wound." Even for the guy that escaped, man, if it was meant for him to be caught, the Lord would have headed to where he got caught. This is 1 Samuel chapter 2, verse 6. It says, "The Lord killeth and maketh alive, he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh poor and maketh rich, he bringeth low and lifteth up." It's like, yeah. The point was in 6. The Lord killeth and maketh alive, he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Right, so the Lord determined if you die or not, and then there was another one I wanted. This is Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. Right. So if the Lord wants you, wants you dead or wants you wounded or anything, He gonna get you. You know. And Jake and them be getting wounded because of them being at these festivals and whatnot. All right. It says Chicago Police Department officers guard people as they stream out of Chicago's Navy Pier after reports of stabbings and threatening injuries after the 4th of July celebration, July 4th, 2019. It says Google Eye Me told ABC News that a mini stampede took place there after a private security officer incorrectly yelled active shooter into the crowd. He said the 3 stabbings were a result of an argument over rival gangs when one of the men involved pulled out a knife and stabbed 3 individuals. Last year, there were 8 people shot and 1 killed on July 4th, according to G. How you said do that? Right, so that was just something short. I'm going to play this video and then I'm going to get into some scriptures. Okay, the video doesn't work. So, give me 1 second. Shalom. Hold on, give me a second. I'm in the middle of a lesson. All right. Yeah. Lay on downstairs. She downstairs. All right. Someone. No, she downstairs. I don't know what. Slakia. This is Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 1. It says, Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, When I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coast, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet, and warn the people, which we have been doing. We have been blowing the trumpet. We have been bringing out the news. We have been bringing out, through the Spirit and power, about Shema Shai, who we are according to the Bible. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. So let me read that again. This is verse 3. It says, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, if the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. Right. It said, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. Right. So if you take warning and take heed to what the prophets have been saying, the men that's been out there on the highways and byways, then you're going to, ultimately, if you have the luck, you're going to be saved. But if you don't take warning, you're going to end up in one of these judgments, man. And the ultimate judgment for America and a lot of these countries is thermonuclear fire, man. And you don't want that judgment. It says, verse 5, it says, he heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchmen see the sword come and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away in his iniquity. but his blood will I require at the watchman's hands. So if we out there and we see, or we see and watching all these news and seeing all this stuff come to pass, and we know that it's prophecy, and we don't tell y'all, and y'all die, that blood is gonna be upon our hands, you know. And in that case, we get the worst of judgment, because that's what's gonna happen to a lot of these pastors. You know, they're gonna get a harsh judgment behind lying to the people, and a lot of them be knowing, and a lot of them don't. You know, but they're gonna get harsh judgments, man. It's this is a verse 7. It says, "So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth." Right. So when you came into this truth, or when you come into this truth, man, the Lord Yahweh Himself and His Son Yahweh Shai, the Creator, you know, and His Son sends you out there to warn your people, to watch for His prophecies and warn your people. It says, "Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me." Right, so we gotta come up out this Bible, one, and we gotta speak it in truth, and it's being given, the orders being given by the Lord, man. It says, "When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die, if thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thine hand." See? "Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it," right, and the wickedness that our people be doing is going to church, worshiping idols, worshiping Satan, doing tarot card reading, man, putting their women up over them, the men putting the women up over them, the women being being adulteresses, you know, the men be adulterers, man, killing each other, man, like Hosea 4 said, man, no truth in the land, robbing, stealing, and killing, man, the curses. Verse 9 it says, "Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way, he shall die in his iniquity." Right, so if we warn the people when they don't turn from their way, they're going to die in their sins, in their wickedness. "But thou hast delivered thy soul." Right, so the only way you can save yourself from the coming tribulation and destruction and being judged, whether through stabbings or gunshots or a bus catching on fire, you know, you have to be of the Lord's elect, because ultimately the Lord gonna get you. Ultimately, the Lord gonna get you. What is it? This is Amos chapter 5, verse 19. It says, "As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him." Right, so I'm going to read it again. It says, "As if a man did flee from a lion." Right, so when all this chaos and destruction kick off, you know, if you flee from a lion, say for instance, you flee from the troopers, the martial law troopers, and a bear met him, and what can I give an example on? Oh, the pestilence. The pestilence is going around. You somewhere in the jungle, and there's pestilence going around and shit, and then you escape from that. The bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Right, so you escape the troopers, escape the pestilence, but the nuclear missiles hit this place. That's the serpent biting you. There is going to be no escape from the judgment to come, you know, if you're not of the elect, man. No matter what you do, Even if you were to go across seas, the Lord is on his way back, you know. And if it's meant for you to be judged, you're going to be judged. Because some of them nations are going to be hit by thermonuclear missiles. A lot of them nations is already being judged with these uproars and these civil unrest and what else? These fires and these tsunamis and these smogs, poisonous gas, poisonous clouds and smoke and shit. The Lord judging the whole world, man. So if it's meant for you to get judged, you're going to get judged, man. So with that being said, all praise to Yahweh Shema Shai by Shema Dash. Double honors to the elders and apostles that rule well. And salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.